Morning.
Hey, hi, good morning.
My voice is audible? Hello?
Yeah, it's audible.
I have uploaded all the documents in OneDrive and Pawan can share with you guys. So class 1 means class 1 yesterday class what we did. All video has been captured so you can take from here. So today we talk about moreover we have covered about AWS introduction and also VPC part. So today I will cover this VPC So we were there on VPC. So VPC we covered yesterday. We and documents are there in OneDrive, and Pawan can share with you. So all discussion what happened on VPC we have done yesterday. It has all information. So we have, if we recap it, we have four type of VPC: single subnet VPC, VPC with public private subnet, VPC with public private subnet and hardware VPN access, and VPC with private subnet and hardware VPN access. These are four. Description are mentioned here why we need to use that particular VPC and which scenario we need to use VPC. And I will show you on a video basically how VPC get connected. So basically going on VPC wizard, let me show you again. Once you click on VPC icon, go to start VPC wizard, and then select this VPC with single public subnet. Here I am stopping. Okay, so let me tell you. So IP-CIDR block, your IP range, what IPs you will configure for your servers. Here we mentioned 10.0.0.0/16, and there is a VPC name we need to mention. Then public subnet. Public subnet will capture with your CIDR block, means IP address. Availability zone, there is no preference I have mentioned. You can mention that if you want to prefer. Subnet name is a public subnet because you selected here VPC with a single public subnet. And then DNS hostname, yes, DNS domain name system we need to mention, and hardware tenancy is default. If you do dedicated, then it will go on dedicated hardware. If you do default, it will go on shared hardware or maybe dedicated hardware, depend upon AWS functionality. So starting again, so now I am putting my VPC name, it's my VPC. Availability zone, public subnet, subnet name, all mentioned here, and then I will click on create VPC. So VPC is created. So it's so simple to create VPC in AWS. You just need to know about IP addresses, availability zone, what particular VPC you need to choose. Then you can able to see in VPC dashboard my VPC option. So once VPC get created, you need to create internet gateway also, because you have public subnet. Public subnet you need to access from outside. So you need to create public gateway. So click on internet gateway option and go to create internet gateway. So as I told you, VPC, subnet, gateway, three things we need to create for any network. So you can see quickly again. Start VPC wizard, select single public subnet, put your VPC name, check for availability zone and hardware tenancy, and click on create VPC. Once it's complete, you will able to see on VPC dashboard. With VPC we need to create gateway also. With VPC we need to create subnet also. So my VPC appeared here on my dashboard. Now click on Internet Gateway. Internet Gateway is for your default VPC it just created. You can see here my VPC. There is the Internet Gateway attached. Now you need to go for subnet because subnet is very much important for routing tables for network traffic, inbound, outbound, means coming traffic and outgoing traffic. And these can be managed by route table. So security group is basically firewall in AWS. So we'll talk about that. Okay, so next thing you guys want to create a AWS account to do some free tier practice. So what you need to do, you can go on AWS sign-in page. On AWS sign-in page, signin.aws.amazon.com. Once you go on aws.amazon.com, you click on sign in console. So once you have AWS account, you can put your email ID here, like my email ID, and then your password. If you are a new user, you click on here and put your email ID and go for it. But my mail ID is already existing, so it's saying that you are not a new customer. So I need to put some new mail ID. And as soon as you put the new mail ID, you can able to go for next page. Um, then it will ask for your name and what password you need to put in and create account. Once you click on create account, it will ask for credit card and all information. Create account. Then it is a personal account or company account, you can go for a personal account. You fill all your information and then create account and continue. Then after it will appear the credit card information page. You put your credit card information and then it will deduct I think $1 from your account and it will revert back after 3-4 days and you can use the free tier AWS account. Once you have account, you can easily log in by same page, sign in dot aws.amazon.com. So you guys can create this free tier account and do the practice of VPC what written in this video. So any question till now? Any question specifically or we will continue?
No, sir, you can continue.
Okay, so as per course content, basically we have covered VPC and then we'll go for Amazon Route 53 because Amazon Route 53 is a domain name provider. And after that we'll go for IAM, then simple storage, then EBS, then Elastic Cloud, some information about auto scaling and elastic load balancing, CloudFront. So by this particular we will cover this particular course. So VPC part second is security group. So I will try to create some videos because you will have offline session, offline session you can do practice and all. So security group is same as firewall. So as you know, in Windows also there is firewall, Linux there also a firewall. You can block some IP addresses or you can allow some IP addresses to access your system. So the same here is in AWS because you need to access something from your AWS account and you want to get access your system from anywhere else. So that thing is covered by security group. So go on VPC Wizard and click on security groups. When you click on security group, default VPC, default security group is there. And if you want to create any security group with your name, you can mention your security group name like web server G and create it. Security group creation is so simple. You can create it. Now coming to inbound and outbound. Inbound means what incoming traffic is coming on your AWS, and outbound means what outgoing traffic is going on AWS. So once you create the security group, click on inbound rules. So now you need to select the traffic, how you need to use it. HTTP, because if it's your website running, click on HTTP and connect with your IP address. I don't have any IP address right now, so I'm putting o.o.o/o means open for internet. Same way HTTPS you can open for internet. Whenever I'm mentioning o.o.o/o means I am opening for all. Whatever connection coming to me for HTTP connection, it will revert for my from my VPC. So here we are adding an example of HTTP, HTTPS and SSH port. You cannot do this for production environment because you cannot open for all for production environment. This is here we are practicing, so we are putting o.o.o/o. So that's pretty much good video to create security group. You can practice offline. So all videos are here. AWS training, I think Pawan will share with you guys. So first chapter of VPC we have covered. We have covered security group. You can create VPC, you can create security group. You can allow connection to as inbound, you can allow connection as outbound. So your virtual private network is connected. So now second thing is, once your virtual private network or virtual private cloud network is get connected, and you are, suppose you have a website. So next thing is, for your website you need to take a domain. When like my website abc or example.com, so I have taken a domain, and when I am putting example.com on my website on my internet, it will resolve IP via DNS, and then I can able to access it. So let's talk about that. What is DNS? So DNS is a domain name system, or DNS in short. It's a part of internet, let user access the website. You can even remember the website name like URL. Uniform Resource Locator, what you are saying, or URL. Like google.com, amazon.com, but you cannot remember the IP of individual domains or website. So DNS work is convert your host name like amazon.com or google.com to its numeric base identifier called IP addresses. So once you go on internet and click on google.com, internally their DNS doing converting it to IP address. It's going on inbound connection to their data center, and web server is giving you the output or static content coming into the picture. So that's the work of DNS. So why we are talking here DNS? Because AWS also providing a DNS service called Route 53. Means you can go to AWS, you can ask for domain, you can register domain, you can upload your website, you can launch your website via Route 53. Route 53 is highly available, scalable cloud domain name system web service. It will give you developer businessmen extremely reliable, cost-effective way to route the internet application. Means if you want to launch your example.com website, you go for AWS and ask for domain, and you can create the domain. They will charge you something, and then you can launch your website on AWS. Also, you can use your existing domain. If you have a already using the domain, then Route 53 means on AWS. If you want to migrate, you can use your last domain also, what existing domain you are using. There is no restriction on AWS. You should use Amazon Route 53 only. You can use your own DNS also. But if you use Route 53, what the main function it is, you can do domain registration like example.com. You can register your domain. You can do domain name system service like resolving the IPs, access mechanism, reduce latency, and also you can do health checking of your services. Everything in Amazon account what you are creating under your VPC and DNS. So anyway, DNS can easily go on your services and ping your services and getting response or not getting response. On the basis of that, it will decide it is up or not. So health check monitoring nothing but it's just pinging the resources. If resources are responding, then it's up. If not responding, that it will trigger to alert on your system, and then you can check further that my resource is working or not. So health checking also can be done on Route 53 if you are taking service from AWS. Amazon Route 53 send automated requests over internet to your application to verify it is reachable, available, and function. So there are three particular aspects of Amazon Route 53: domain registration, DNS service, health checking. See, Amazon Route 53 as per AWS, it's a highly available, scalable DNS web service and very effective use of that particular you can use for your domain and DNS services. So here is the example how DNS is working. So as a client, once you click on your browser and enter .example.com, it will go to DNS resolver. What DNS resolver do? DNS resolver convert your address URL in IP and revert back to you from where you need to make connection. If DNS resolver doesn't have information on its cache, it will go for root DNS server. If root DNS server also, because see, google.com hit is in a second, I think more than 1,000 or something lakh. So generally it's coming on cache because it's a frequently accessed website. If a website which not frequently get access and not in cache, then it will go for root DNS or it will go for top level DNS, and then it will come on resolver, then it will go for client. So Amazon Route 53, these three gray boxes replaced by this icon, that is Amazon Route 53. So if you take service of Amazon Route 53, it will resolve all dependency of DNS resolver and all, because Amazon is saying its service is so fast, so reliable, you can get easy response. Sorry. So you can host your zone on AWS by Amazon Route 53, and as per your data transfer, they will charge you. Like here I am mentioning, if you host a zone, $0.5 per hosted zone they are charging, $0.10 per hosted zone they are charging for any additional hosted domain. Traffic flow they are charging, because AWS is charging everything on a traffic flow. $50 per policy record means whatever pages you are mentioning on your website, it will charge per month like this. Whatever queries means if I go on example.com and there is a user my account creation page, I'm doing my account creation, and then again I'm searching something, so I'm creating queries. So $0.4 per million queries, on first billion queries per month they are charging. So this particular chart, to give you a picture, AWS is not free, it's chargeable, and it's charging according to traffic flow and access. How frequently you are accessing your service or get access by your customers. Hosted zone I will show you. So as we understood, AWS Route 53 we can use for map your domain names to your EC2 instances, S3 bucket, whatever services you are using. So what the use means, what the features? It's very simple. You can sign up and you can use it. Route 53 can be start DNS queries within minutes, and you can buy a domain from AWS also. It has different costs. AWS is saying it is fast. So we were here that once you put on example.com, it's go on DNS resolver. If it's in cache, it will revert to your IP. If it's not, it's go on root DNS server. If not, then it's move on top DNS level server. and these all three is replaced by AWS Route 53 because you are using their DNS service. You can host your zone on Route 53. There are certain charges they are paying to host the zone, and whatever data traffic is happening on your website, they will charge for it. So AWS is charging everything on an input-output basis. Some services are free, but they are charging on input-output how much traffic is coming on your website or service. So that is AWS concept of charging. Amazon Route 53 is very simple, fast, cost-effective, secure, and flexible. So you can easily say that it's very simple because it's very simple to manage. It's very fast because AWS is saying it's fast because of their own DNS, and you are using all infrastructure of AWS. It's a cost effective as compared to your old DNS. Secure because they are following the security policy. Also, you can manage via your AWS Identity and Access Management. You can grant unique credential to manage permission of every user. We'll talk about IAM later in later sessions. So IAM is a great feature and Identity Access Management to manage your resources in AWS. AWS is very flexible on traffic routing and all. You can apply AWS Route 53 for weightage round robin traffic and DNS load balancing. We'll talk about that also in next session. Traffic routing means, suppose, sometimes you must have seen that you put on yahoo.com and you are sitting in India, it's automatically redirected to yahoo.in as per your client ID. What it does actually, when you type yahoo.com, you requested from your client ID, your IP is gone on Yahoo DNS server, and as soon as your IP is gone on DNS server, it will identify that from which geographic location you are pinging. So DNS got that you are pinging from India, so it will redirect to your yahoo.in website. So same mention here, user of India, if going on Route 53, it will redirect to Singapore, means nearest to India location data center. If US region guy is typing something, Amazon Route will redirect to origin data center of US. So that's the redirection of traffic. So it can easily manage on by Route 53. So that data center, see, in a large enterprise architecture, there is a various data center across the globe. So rather than giving load on one particular data center, it distributes load on region-wise data center for region-wise customer. So that's a great example or great feature of Amazon Route 53, traffic routing. So that's pretty much about Route 53. So any question till now? Okay. So you have one PPT of first PPT of introduction of cloud, AWS. Second PPT is about talking about Amazon VPC. Third PPT is talking about DNS and Route 53. So I have mentioned number 1, number 2, number 3, or we can rename it. And fourth PPT of Route 53 is a description of, just for your sake, what is it, and what the benefit of Route 53. You can read it out. It's very much suitable. And there is a video of how VPC need to be created, and there is a video of how security group need to be created. You can create your free account and you can practice it offline. So that's pretty much we have covered here for Route 53 and VPC. Route 53 practice anyway. If you want to do, you need to purchase a domain, or you need to configure your domain and everything, and that's pretty much controlled by AWS.
Hey, hi, Ganesh. Hello.
Yeah, Pawan. Hello.
Hello.
Yes, Pawan.
Yeah, can you show us how this Route 53 works in AWS console?
Can
Your
you
voice
just
is not audible. Can you speak a bit louder?
Yeah, can you show us how this works in Amazon Web Services?
How? Sorry.
How does this Route 53 works in Amazon Web Services?
Route 53 is a domain provider.
Okay.
So if you go on this, so if you want to buy a domain from AWS, you can go and buy it. Like .com, .org, .us, some domain. Like you are going on GoDaddy.com and buying and doing your domain like common.com. So that's pretty much AWS is also offering. So when you click on Route 53, so whatever we discussed, DNS management, like domain management, traffic management, like I told you, India customer going on India data center, availability monitoring and domain registration .com, .net, .org. So that pretty much we can do with uh, Route 53. It's all chargeable. So if I go there, I need to create my hosted zone. See, domain name provider means you are launching your website. It will get converted with particular IP address.
So hi guys, this is Naveen from California. So Pawan,
Hey, hi.
Ayush, hi Pawan, hi Ayush, Ganesh,
Hi Naveen.
hi Sharath.
Hi, sir.
Hi. I see nobody's asking questions at all. Like, are you perfect with AWS or what's going on? Like, I just see Pawan asking one or two questions. What about Ayush? What about Sharath? Vemulpalli Shravan? What's going on? Like, are you perfect on in all those things?
Naveen, I know about DNS. I mean, right, the UDP port 53 and stuff. So I was just
Okay.
looking into the stuff.
Okay. Sharath, what about you, Sharath?
Actually, we are new to this all terms, so we have to look at the terms first, and then we have to we can ask the questions again. You know
Okay.
this computer. Actually, we know these terms, but we studied in masters, but we are not perfect up to those terms.
Okay.
First
So
of all, I want to look at videos in YouTube, and then I can get you back.
okay. So if you have any questions, please ask those. I mean, without asking.
Yeah. That's how we can learn. We are
By the
not
time you come in here tomorrow, just make sure you go through all the classes that have been done today. That will really help you out. I mean, trust me, guys. It's not easy going out and working out in any new technology. I think AWS is a new one, and it's not going to be pretty easy.
So the thing is, all of these terms are new for us. Like Pawan, me, and Shravan. All these terms are new, so we have to go through these terms first, and then we can get back to the start again.
Okay. So that's nice, Sharath. So after you're done with this training, please go. I mean, open your laptop. At least I need you guys to go with your training session at least 3 or 4 hours per day.
Yes,
And if
yes.
you have
Yeah,
any
sure.
questions, take a note of it. Come here tomorrow and ask the trainer the same questions.
Sure, sir.
Ganesh? I'm sorry, I didn't get the name of the trainer. It's
Trainer is
Yeah, it's Ganesh Chandan.
yeah, Ganesh. This is Naveen Ganesh. I take care of California branch for this training session. So I'm here to just check how the training is going on and everything.
okay.
Not gonna be every day, but just to see how my people are doing out.
Okay.
So Ganesh, and I request you to give them couple of small assignments every day, Ganesh. Just one or two, not bigger ones, but at least where they could sit in front of the screen.
Naveen, I am just an organizer. Chandan is the trainer. I will inform the Chandan to give some sort
Okay.
of assignments. Okay.
Okay, Chandan. Thank you so much.
Okay, fine. And tomorrow also the
Thank
same
you.
time.
Okay.
Tomorrow at the same time?
Yeah, same time.
Okay, sure.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ganesh. Thank you so much, Chandan. And otherwise, thank you so much, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. I'll call you guys tomorrow.
So this session is done now.
Yes, it is done.
Okay, sir. Bye.
Bye.